Now, there's a big topic of whether money is happiness or money, gives you happiness. I can guarantee you it does. Okay. Now, this isn't to say like I'm super rich and I make a lot of money and you should listen to me, but I'm gonna tell you the complete opposite with zero shame, right? Now, I'm gonna give it a bit of context because what I'm about to say is needing a lot of context, but there's good reasoning behind it. Now, I've been running into some money troubles as of the past 6 months, right? And you're probably wondering, if you do know me, you're probably wondering how does a guy like you run into money troubles? Every single time you start these videos, you talk about like, who you are and how much money you make, but there's an explanation, and it's brilliant. I'm hoping it's gonna change your perspective. And those for you that don't know me, I'm gonna give a bit of context. My name is dannyrio. I'm an editor. I've been an editor for 3 years, working for a lot of creators. Some of them pretty big, right? Some of them pretty big. Big clients in the world, not clients, creators in the world, YouTubers, the whole story, right? And I've made a lot of achievements, and some of those achievements would be money, right? So making a certain income, i.e. making 5k in a month, and then a couple of months later making 10k in a month. And that was big for me. So you're probably wondering, how does a guy like that with all of that, so-called credentials have money problems? Well, I can say that now I'm good, right? But I'm talking about this 6-month period that I've just been going through. So I'm going to give a bit of context. I went to uni, right? And uni is a lot of money. So in the UK, you have to pay 9,000 plus a bit of extra, like £9,200 per year of uni to go there. Plus there's like 8,000 in living, not even like living expenses, but rent, plus food, plus anything else that I buy. I bought a MacBook, which was £3,000. So you can see my expenses were pretty big. But that is not even the reason as to why I would be having money troubles. See, in April, no, not even in April, in January, I decided to start up a project, right? A project that means a lot to me and a project that I'm still working on. And I thought to myself, well, a project like this is going to need a lot of money. So I had this stupid idea of, let me edit some videos to make money and raise money for this project. And let me also build this project and go to university and do well in everything at the same time. And that simply was not the case. Very difficult task, trying to, put all your energy into all these different things. And I realized that was a mistake. So I come back to London in April, and I thought to myself, what am I going to do? Because everybody was moving at such a fast pace, and I felt like I was moving never. I felt like I was just stuck in the same spot. I wasn't progressing. I was like, okay, I need money, but every single time I try to edit a video to make money, I'm not moving that quickly. And I went for a walk in the park. I was listening to a podcast episode by Alex Emozi, and he said something that thankfully really caught my eye. I can't stress how many times his podcast has just come into clutch so randomly. I have a lot of stories about that. That's irrelevant. Now, what he said was about people who are new to entrepreneurship. So if you're jumping into anything new and you want to make money, well, entrepreneurship, if you want to jump into it, well, you're going to want to make money. That's pretty normal. And people's idea, the first thing they want to do is, I want to make money. Now, I never had that when I jumped into video editing. When I started, I didn't care about money. I just wanted to increase my prices because the prices would reflect on my progress. And I like the idea of progress. I like the idea of learning all of a sudden, because learning and progressing in life wasn't something I was doing at all prior to that. I was a bum. I was a mega bum. So doing this just made me feel good about myself. And I would raise the price just for the sake of it. And the money was coming along whilst I wasn't really focusing on it. And I never really thought about that, because I'm seeing a lot of editors nowadays who are trying to progress and they're wondering, why am I not making money? Why am I not progressing? Everyone else is progressing but me. What do I do? And I'm like, the money will come. Like, and I never really, I say that a lot, but you know, sometimes I should probably take my own advice. And so I did. And I also took Alex Mosey's advice in this case, where he said, if you want to jump into something and you are not willing to work for 365 days and expect zero income, then you shouldn't do it in the first place. It made me think, because this entire time I was trying to chase a bit of money, try to make a bit of money to fund this project, this big project of mine. And I completely took my eye off the ball, because when I started editing, I was focused on learning. I was focusing on building skills. And he said, work on 365 days for free for the sake of learning and building skills, which is exactly what I should have done for this project. So I thought, okay, April, I think it was 5th or 6th, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to chase any money. I'm not going to try and go for crazy money I'm not going to try and balance these two things. I'm going to focus on this one project. I'm going to lower my standard of living, like just spend less really. Cut down on a few subscriptions. Anything that I need, I'll pay for, right? And I'll only take videos every few months when I do need to fund. Okay? And it's been brilliant. Like since then, it's been like how many months is it? Is it April, May, June, July, August, September, October? Oh, 7 months. So like 7 months, right? It's been 7 months, and it has been the single greatest decision I've made this year. I've learned so much more. I feel so much more confident in myself and my abilities. I feel so much more comfortable with what I'm doing and what I'm about to release. And I would have never done that had I tried to continue editing videos whilst trying to build this project. Now, why am I telling you this? Because first of all, I want you to understand that you should be doing the exact same thing. Okay? And that is, forget about the money. The money will come. Just focus on building your skills. Focus on learning. Because if doesn't matter where you are, doesn't matter like who your competitor is, but if you are focusing on learning and focusing on building skills, the money will come. And if you put your mindset to that, you will outlearn everyone. You will grow so fast. And your competitor, who's too busy whimpering, he's like, I'm not making enough money. Everyone else is beating me. And it's like all these limiting beliefs start to like they start to jump onto him, and they get heavier and heavier and heavier until he quits. But he took his eye off the ball, and that was just to learn. Because the more you learn, the more you know, the more you will achieve. And those achievements will be some sort of results, and those results will lead to higher paying clients. Okay? And we're just so lucky, man. Like, to put it into context for you, the reason why I talked about money troubles for me was, yeah, I was focusing on not making any money at all, but when I have to make money, like, I'm just thinking about what I would have done had I never become an editor. I would be so screwed. I'd be so worried, right? But now it's just like, if I have a problem, I'll just find a client. Like, this is what I did a couple of days ago. Outreach to like 20 people, right? 20 people, 30 people maybe. And then I landed like 2 clients. One was like, these are like below my rates, purely just because I'm trying to get myself some money to fund whatever I'm doing now. Okay? Which is this project. Now, one of them was like a $500 client for a long form. So I was like, okay, I'll just have fun with it, I guess. Another one was like $100 for a short. Now, I don't often do shorts, but it was an experience and a half, right? I've done shorts before, but this was an experience and a half. You see, I was given the footage. I woke up this morning with the footage on my PC, and I just edit it in like a couple of hours, right? In just a couple of hours, I edit it, and that's $100 just like that, right? Before everyone in my house is having breakfast, it's just $100 just like that. Now, that money I would have gone crazy over a couple years ago before I was editing, right? And I am in this position because I have those skills. right? This is why I tell you to go after, to chase knowledge and skills. And this is why skills is insurance. Think about it this way: skills is insurance. When you have problems, like money problems, or whether someone else has money problems, right? So take me, for instance. I'm trying to build this project. I'm purposely saying 365 days, no money, right? So therefore, obviously, there's gonna be no money. So once I need it, I have my insurance, my editing skills to back me and to pay me. This insurance made me $100 in 2 hours, right? Think about that. Now, this isn't me to just brag to your face about it. This is me to tell you, listen, it is going to come. It is going to happen, right? You don't have to trust me, okay? If you don't trust me, cool, but just at least trust yourself and trust these skills and abilities you're gaining as you learn, okay? Because this is insurance. You're gaining life insurance, money insurance, right? You're broke, edit a video and it will come. And you're thinking, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Well, I can guarantee you, like easy or not, first of all, if you find it difficult, it's still a better position than nothing at all, right? But I can tell you that it is that easy, right? It takes a lot of work and a lot of time, right? But it is that easy, okay? It took me like, 20, 30 outreaches to land 2 clients, and one of them was $100 client, right? So I'm going to be real with you here. I'm not here to tell you like, oh, I outreached to one guy and he paid me $3,000 for a video. Like, obviously that's not the case, okay? Like that would be insane, and it's possible, but it would be insane. So I want you to really appreciate what you have, what you've built, what you've learned, and don't start complaining as soon as things don't go your way, okay? Editing is easy, point blank. Because if a kid like me back in 2021 could find success, fucking hell, you could run laps around me in success, right? And it has never been easier to become an editor than now, right? And the only time it will become even easier is in the future, okay? But I just do it now, man. Like, just get to it now, okay? Because this is your insurance. And if you ever want to start up something, if you want to ever go outside of editing, if you ever have problems, if you ever have money troubles, or your family has money troubles, editing is your insurance. You go to, imagine editing's a person. You say, hey, editing, money? Cool. Done. And that money won't come if you keep seeking it out, right? That money will only come because it sees that you have the skills. I'm talking in the sense that, imagine editing was a person, right? Skills is insurance, point blank, right? So the more you chase money, the more you go after it, it's just going to stress you out, right? You just need to understand that this is how it works. Yeah. Bye.